Welcome to Outdoors and Country Living. Stick around and see how we make a good pot of coffee in an old-fashioned percolator. This is how we make coffee every day here at our house, and it tastes so much better than any of the other modern ways of making a good cup of coffee. Alright, here we have our good old-fashioned stainless steel 12-cup coffee percolator. This one has no specific brand. We have had it for several years now. It has a hardwood handle and a glass top. Just a pretty standard coffee percolator. Inside we have three parts to a percolator. You have the lid on your basket. You have the basket itself, which holds your ground coffee. And it has holes in it. And then we have the stem and the base. And on our model, those are connected together. Now I'm just filling it with cold tap water. We have well water, so we just use it straight from the tap. You can kind of see the marking on the top 12 cup mark. I'm just going to fill it a little bit past that. But you always want to start out with cold water when making coffee, no matter what you're making it in. Alright, now that we have our water in there, we will start assembling the three inside pieces. I'm going to put the basket back on the stem. And we do something a little bit extra. It's not required, but it's just our preference. We use a natural coffee filter. Just because the coffee I'm using today is purchased from the store, so I can't control the grind of it. It's just a typical ground coffee. But I just slit a little hole in the coffee filter and slip it over the stem. And then add your ground coffee to whatever your preference is for making coffee. We typically use 3 coffee scoops. But the filter is optional. You don't have to use it. It's just our choice. And then put the lid on the basket. And then we will place this whole thing back into our percolator in the water. The stem on the percolator, I didn't show you that, but it is hollow, and that's what the boiling water will, you can see it there, it will come up and basically shower over the coffee grounds. We're going to turn the burner on high and bring it to a boil. And then once it's boiling, we tend to adjust the heat. So now we're perking, and you can see the coffee is pretty light there in the glass top, and that will darken as we go along. We like to bring it to a good rolling boil for about 2 minutes, and then we will adjust the heat down a little bit so it's not rapidly boiling the whole entire time. Usually we like to perk our coffee about 8 to 10 minutes. It's kind of what we like, but you could adjust it to whatever you decide that you like, however strong you want your coffee. But you can see the coffee coming up through that hollow tube into the glass lid, and then it's showering down over the ground coffee. And we're still perking. It's darkened a little bit. You can see there in the glass top. It's been about 5 minutes so far. Percolator coffee just has a distinct taste to it. It's very good, much better than any drip coffee maker or any other modern coffee maker. This is our preference for making coffee. We actually no longer own a drip coffee maker or any other type of coffee maker. We just use a percolator. And it's good to use if there's a power outage, or if you just want to slow down and enjoy life a little bit. Waiting 8 to 10 minutes for a good cup of coffee isn't that much time. So once it's done perking, you want to turn your heat off, let it sit and settle until there's no more bubbling, and then pour yourself that wonderful cup of hot coffee. Don't pour it too soon or you'll get a whole cup full of coffee grounds. That's why you want to let it sit for a couple of minutes after it's done. But look at that. Beautiful cup of black coffee. Nice and hot. Doesn't get much better, does it? So that's how we make old-fashioned percolated coffee here at our house every day. Since we're beekeepers, be yourself. Be a little different. Slow down. Enjoy life. And enjoy a good cup of coffee with someone you love. Until next time, take care.